everybody.
Everybody say yeah. Oh, that's right. We can't hear that.
No, we can't. Okay.
All right. Can you guys hear us okay? Hey, Amanda.
Amanda's Garden. Kitty's in here.
Kitty's in here.
Vina. Dragon's Talon. Blah, blah, blah.
Hear you just fine.
Good.
Okay, good. The
AC is on.
AC is on, so wanted
We
to
still
make
gotta
sure.
figure out the lighting. This lighting stuff is kicking my butt.
Well, I mean, we're gonna have to spend some money.
And
So
we just can't do that right now.
Gotta get over it.
Oh well.
Yep. All right. So,
Welcome, everybody.
It's good to see all of these faces in here. It's nice having everybody back. Kind of feels like a reunion of sorts, doesn't it?
please, every last one of them, since you quit doing your oils class, have been like this.
Oh, I haven't gotten any nasty grams, so I
You-
figure they're all
you
doing
are
okay
their
by their own.
You're their oils dealer.
Not really.
They're kind of like,
Not really. No.
okay, not
But-
really.
It is really nice. It is
Speaking of oils,
really nice.
I'm out of lemon, woman,
We have a lot. I don't know why you've run out.
because I've always put it in my tea.
She said it's about time I'm seeing an oil thing come up. Okay, so here's basically what happened is we were all so excited to do all these oils that we exhausted every that sucks. That's really bad.
Let's have a moment of silence for Amanda's dad.
Amanda, sorry about that.
Okay.
Okay. So basically what we've seen has happened is we were also excited to learn all these different oils that we basically ran through and exhausted every single oil that I had in my arsenal. And I'm sure you guys know that I am not one to just cover an oil if I haven't used it. Like, I'm not just going to go out there and be like, oh, this is the greatest oil, nah, nah, nah. Because I'm not going to tell you that if I don't believe it. I'm not going to push something if I don't truly... And I'm not going to tell you something after I've only used it once. Like, that's just not
how we roll.
It's just not me. Like, I'm just not going to use... And it's one of those things where you guys trust us
We're still trying to figure out why.
Trust us to figure out what things are useful and
Anybody
what things
that
are
puts
helpful.
patchouli in their mouth should not be trusted. That's
Well,
all
that's
I'm gonna
on
say. Anybody
all
that
on
sets
you.
their one that they supposedly love up to put patchouli in their mouth shouldn't be trusted.
Well, anyway. So basically what ended up happening is we've now had a chance to breathe a little and accumulate a couple more oils and use them, and there's more coming. We just had doTERRA just had their yearly convention, and they've released a lot of new stuff, and I'm really excited to try all of them. So I'm kind of waiting. I'm accumulating a bunch of points, and then I'm just going to get just about all of the new stuff that they've brought out so that I can cover them in classes. They've got a new
Daddy needs some lemon
kids set.
Yeah,
It's
that one's off
already-
the chain.
That's already pre-diluted, and they're named appropriately for what is, what they're needed for.
Snowflake syndrome.
No.
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 I got a boo-boo syndrome.
So anyway, that's really exciting.
Hashtag not my president syndrome.
The one I'm really excited about is turmeric.
Turmeric.
Turmeric
Isn't that something somebody wears on their head?
No, that's a turban.
I thought that was
Turmeric
part of a jet engine.
is coming in. Turbo, no. So,
No,
turbine.
Turbo is a Power Ranger.
No, turbine, no. So, basically, they've come up with a bunch of... Okay, I have to read this because some people will have chat and some people won't when the replay is. But Jason's literally choking because Dee said Tide Pod withdrawal syndrome.
Oh God, that was the funny.
Love me some Dee. Cheers, Dee. So yes, so there's all kinds of cool oils that are coming out. Turmeric is one of them.
Oh gosh, want to sip of my tea now?
No. And a couple of other really exciting ones that we'll cover. Look at that.
Don't put that in. That's eucalyptus. I was just joking with you.
Give me that. Anyway, so I just want to see Jason taste it. All right, so I'm pretty excited.
Was funny.
There's a lot of really cool stuff coming out. I'm gonna order a bunch of it here coming up pretty soon because I have so many points that I've accumulated that I'll be able to get a good portion of them.
What is that?
Lemon.
Are you sure?
I'm positive. It's lemon. Why?
Because it don't taste like lemon.
Let me have it. It's probably with the stevia. Yeah, it's because of the stevia. So anyway, so I'm real excited about getting all of these new oils, being able to test them out, and then kind of give you guys my idea of what of those works for us. I think, is it Magnolia? There's another one that's coming out on Rollerball that I'm really excited about.
D? Do we have D's address?
Absolutely.
Okay.
I mean, if we don't, I can get it,
Okay.
I got her on speed dial. Dee's my girl.
Okay, well, we're going to send her something for making that joke. Because that was the first time ever.
Actually, I know exactly what we can send her.
Okay, anyway. That was the first... You interrupt... I'm sorry, the middle of my sentence interrupted the beginning of yours. That was the first time ever anybody from the chat box has made me spit out my drink and choke on it.
Yeah.
So you get a prize. It may be a hat.
No, you know what it's going to be.
A hoodie.
No. Do you remember what her husband did with our scrubbies?
I don't know what you're talking about. Coolest thing ever.
So I'll just make her some more scrubbies and send them to her. How about that? Alright. It's like having feet in your beard. That was pretty funny. I slammed on the brakes.
That wasn't funny.
The feet is like all in your face. Yeah, those scrubbies rock. Yeah, they not to brag, but I think I'm gonna have Dee's husband write a review for the website. But he actually, I sent her some. She purchased them, and then she turned around and lost 2 of them to the workshop, and then she found out that he used them
to clean his rims.
to clean the rims on his car.
So can't wait to get my new truck. Because from
they're
what I hear, that worked.
And it did.
Phenomenal.
It worked like a charm. From what she said it worked phenomenal. So whatever blend I used, because I had a couple of different yarns in there, it was hard and soft at the same time. Go ahead.
Hello? Hello?
Was there somebody heavy breathing and we can't
No.
hear him?
Hello?
Oh.
Hello? Hello?
Oh well. Yeah, and it bleaches well. So that's what
Pinocchio!
so she was also also telling me that they bleach well too. They'll hold up their color when bleached. So that was pretty cool.
Hello?
So, okay, so tonight we were going to do... Turn it off.
Pablo?
So we were going to do a class on
You just hung up on Pablo.
Hawaiian sandalwood tonight.
No, we weren't.
But we want to tweak a couple of things that kind of have worked for the other shows. So we decided what we would do tonight is just
Well, we got a lot of new people, too.
Right. So
Lot
we
of new
decided
folks.
we would kind of get everybody's feedback and kind of find out what part of the classes before you enjoyed, what parts you could do without, what parts maybe I didn't spend enough time in, or maybe I spent too much time in. So did everybody get their presidential test alarm today? I did.
Heather the reseller.
Yeah,
Hi,
she
Heather.
doesn's have Hawaiian. She's a doTERRA.
Oh.
In doTERRA as well.
Is she part of our upline or part of our group?
Mm-mm.
Where'd she come from?
She just watches the show.
Oh.
She's been, yeah.
Outstanding.
She says she doesn't have the handle. I mean, Heather, here's the thing. I've been doing doTERRA for almost 4 years now. 3 or 4 years.
Longer than that.
And I'm just now.
We've been here 5.
I don't know. I have to look it up. But what it boils down to is I've just now gotten to where I've saved enough and done enough to where I feel comfortable with, because this is, I'm not gonna lie, it's an expensive oil. So the thing is, pockets, it's pickers. Pickers, I mean, yeah. So the thing is that it's not a cheap oil. So it was one of those that I needed to save up for, but I had other ones that were more important that I knew that I needed to have before I could accumulate enough to get them.
I'm trying to think of things that I can reuse your empty oil bottles for.
Yeah, so does anybody that uses any kind of oils, doesn't have to be doTERRA, specifically, is there anybody out there that uses the oil bottles for anything besides oil?
I mean, I could make lure and
Maybe
use them to once the like when I kill a deer, I can take the bladder, drain the urine out, and put it in those. Because that's the one thing about, and I know it's like we're in the oils class and we just went, but that's one thing about the amber glass. See, the sunlight and stuff will break down the urine and it won't.
So is that
it
why
won't
it's
keep
always
from
in like a
seeping into
dark
seeping.
bottle?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that may be.
How many of you just throw them away? You throw them away?
Me?
Yeah.
No. I got you a shoebox full of your empty bottles.
Yeah. At least one shoebox somewhere. It's around there somewhere. We're still coming up with a great idea. I make vanilla. Ooh. I make vanilla and store in them. Also store my calligraphy inks. That would be a good one. I recycle them. I
didn't even know you knew how to write.
I keep them and mostly use them to make new mixtures and blends in. So that's a good thing you can do. It's just like I had a big bottle of eucalyptus oil that one of our subscribers sent to us
That just tastes.
from Australia. And I mean, the bottle was like this big. It was huge. So it wasn't practical to keep around all the time. So we've got an empty bottle that's what she was trying to be funny with, is that's eucalyptus.
Oh, I love me some eucalyptus.
So that's, oh, it smells so good.
I love some eucalyptus.
So anyway, so that's, we've also used it for putting other oils in or blends, or whenever we do our bug repellent mixture, if we don't have it in a roller ball, we'll put it in a bottle as well. I also use them for giving samples. Problem is they're so big, and it just seems like a lot if you know.
So, what out of you vets that been with us for a while and been in Robyn's oils class before, what was your favorite part about the class? Was it the...
So I know what this one's gonna be.
And it
It's
can't
not
be
gonna have
me tasting
anything
it.
It's not gonna have anything to do with me.
Besides me tasting it, was it the history? Was it where the oil came from? Was it the uses? The what it treats?
Properties.
Yeah.
All of the contraindications and precautions.
And for all the new people, I want to know, are you using essential oils? If so, how long? Just put, how long have you been using them? Just a week, month, year, just put week. How did we word that when we were talking about
Daily,
Yeah.
weekly, or monthly.
the uses? 6 months.
All the info in one place. Uses and trading things. Uses. 30 years. Wow.
She's a little bit senior to you.
Yeah, just a little bit. New uses. Yeah. Here lately, daily. Yeah. 5 years. That's a
Awesome.
new name. Emmeline.
Emmeline. Welcome to the
That's
show.
cool. Use them
Do
daily
Wast.
for the last 4 years. Cool.
Awesome.
That's another new one. Do Wast. Okay.
Awesome sauce. So do we have anybody in the chat box that has never used essential oils and is here because you want to learn about essential oils? You can either just put the hand emoji up or you can just type here. Either way. Because the reason why we're asking this question is we need to learn we need to know about how to configure the classes. If majority of the people here have been using them for a while, then Robyn can start chewing on a little bit of meat and not stick with just milk. She can get a little bit deeper. Right? Is that the best analogy to use?
Probably close. Chat box has gone silent. Oh, I want to know how to use them on babies and children now that I have a toddler and a baby. The best answer for that is not really use them. I hate to say that, but you got to be really, really careful with
Crazy
essential
careful.
oils.
Well, I mean, you have instructed that one lady down in Augusta. We hooked her up with some lavender because her baby was colicky real bad.
Yeah. So what I did was, instead of putting it on the baby or using it on the baby, they put it in the room. So it was kind of like a very subtle aromatic diffusing.
Yeah.
I told her to put it on a blanket, that was sitting across the room on a rocking chair. Or when we had the baby, and because the thing is that when you're rocking the baby to sleep, if you've had lavender on at some point during the day, that baby's still gonna smell that. It's still gonna be an aromatic kind of thing. And I mean, not like first thing in the morning, but if your routine is the baby goes to bed at 9 or 8, if you've put it on at like 6, it's pretty much diffused and done a little bit of its thing, so it's not going to be super strong. One of the things that I like to use, and I've posted it in our Big Bear, the Essential Oils page, with some Essential Oils with Mama Bear, I think. In there is a post where Tisserand, Robert Tisserand, talks about what is the best dilution ratio, the ages, all of that. It's fairly clear. He's definitely one to pay attention to when it comes to that kind of stuff. He talks all about sensitivity and exposure and overexposure and all kinds of different things. So really, with really young children, you have to be super careful, because really at the end of the day, what is an essential oil? It's not really an oil by definition. I mean, if you think about it, it doesn't have like the fats or anything like that oils have. So the essential oil is better described kind of as the essence of the plant or the tree or the bark or whatever, and you're extracting all of that and you're making it into this super highly concentrated thing. And to think about doing that, and then when you go on top of that and you buy from somewhere that has a reputation of it being pure, then you really got to be careful about using this pure essence, highly concentrated thing on a young child.
Your fellow Razorbacks in the room.
Whoop whoop. Even though they stink.
That's not how you do
Whoop
it.
whoop. Nope, I'm not doing it.
That's not how
So,
you do it.
so
Mama
anyway.
T, Mama T's here too.
Yes. Are you guys going to be there next week?
Mama T, y'all coming to the conference again?
Oh, there's some good ones that you should worry about with breastfeeding.
Well, when I was breastfeeding, I didn't use essential oils because we were very new to them and stuff then. So
let me pull something out here.
get your books. Because when I was breastfeeding the babies, we didn't have all the fancy essential oils. The thing that we had to worry about is all the looks in public when I was getting. I just whip out my man boob and start feeding.
Oh, Emmeline. Is it Emmeline or Emmeline? Emelian? I don't know. Anyway,
come and
she's
see
gonna be
us
at the conference, so come and see us, and then you can tell me exactly how you say your name, because I would really like to know, because I really don't like butchering people's.
Emmeline.
Emmeline. There you go, Emmeline.
That's the first time somebody had to break down their name for you.
No, I did say Emmeline. I just didn't know which one it was. So let's see. I think it's in the back of this one. So if you don't have these books, hold that one. That's the Essential Life. And then there's also one for people that are a little bit more scientific oriented. The Modern Essentials. Now, I believe both of these books have come out with a new edition.
Of course they do.
Because every time after conference, they bring in a new book. And they bring it in because there's new oils that are added. So they make sure to add those oils to cover them as far as what things.
Duncan's going to be at the conference too.
I think, weren't they?
I think so.
I feel like they were there last year, weren't they? We were so engrossed in everything that we were doing last year that we really didn't get a chance to really visit with anybody. We were kind of locked to our booth because we didn't really have any help as far as watching the booth or doing anything. So we kind of had to.
So Josh is going to be right beside us.
Mm-hmm.
We're starting to lose a light. Which one are we losing? I think it's this one.
Probably.
We're losing this one.
Anyway, so Emmeline, I will look up all of that. I know there are some that are no-nos you want to be careful with. And again, this is the thing. I haven't nursed in 10 years. So
it's been even longer for me.
I don't know. I haven't used oils while I was breastfeeding or pregnant. So
we didn't do that when we were swapping off.
Do they print out a supplemental guide? Yes. Modern Essentials does. I'm not sure about Oil Life. Actually, no, I am sure about Oil Life. They do. If you go to oillife.com.
Like we're just the new stuff.
Oh, no, I don't think they do.
That would make too much sense.
No, I don't think they do.
Common sense is dead in the world.
I think they're out to get your money, right? So,
yep.
So one thing I did notice, and I'm not sure if it's still going on.
Trying to keep the oil man down.
I'm not sure if it's still going on, but the older edition, last year's edition, was on sale for like $12.
Whoop, whoop.
Last week. So it may still be, or they may have already brought in the new books and can't get the old book now. I don't know. But if you're looking for a book fairly reasonably, that would be somewhere to go. You can go oillife.com and check it out. It's like 12 something, 13 something, and then you're shipping. I've tried before in the past to coordinate getting a bunch of people to order, but it really doesn't work out. It just doesn't. So best thing to do is just go to oillife.com and check them out. I'm actually looking into becoming an affiliate for them. So
Affiliate for what?
if you want to wait a day or two and let me see if I can figure that stuff out, that would be great. But you can be an affiliate for their website. So
what does that mean?
well, no different than like Amazon. Like you put your link down there and you get a little bit of a credit based on what they sell. So I'm looking into that. I think I just have to touch base with them and make sure it's all going to go through. So, but anyway, very cool. Those books are good. Yeah, the new one, right. The new one's $32, right. I think they have the old book was like 12 something. But again, they may, because they went on sale, and they do this every year. So if you're not in the market to do it this year,
Wait till next year.
wait till next year, September, because the conference is at the end of September, and then they put that book, the older book, on sale. They did it last year as well. So
That's how they roll.
yeah, it's the way that they do it. So, but the book is definitely worth it. It's a good reference to have.
So let me ask this: who wants to go to the conference but can't? Or let me rephrase:
Doesn't have tickets.
doesn't have tickets. Who wants to go to the conference and can afford to go to the conference, but you don't have tickets?
Did anybody tell you anything yet?
Not yet. I
No.
forgot. Did you ask Mama if
Yes.
they would be able to go?
You don't remember?
No.
We're on Skype.
Yeah. Well, I thought they said they were going to talk about
No,
something about it.
they couldn't figure it out. So I don't see what's going on here. Oh, look who's here. Look what the cat dragged in.
Oh boy. Pooper stupid.
What's going on here? We were having fun until you showed up. I'm just kidding. Yeah, okay, so oillife.com, if you go to oillife.com, the fourth edition, which is last year's, is $12.99. So that's where it is. That's where it's at. Now, they do have a wire-bound book that, like Josh was saying, did they have like a supplement book? That is a good, like a quick grab kind of thing. And that one you can usually get pretty cheap. It's not hardbound, which those other books are hardbound. So, works out a little bit better if you just need something quick to grab to take with you. That's pretty.
Because the reason why I ask about the conference is because Jim Beer had to give back the tickets that he won on Saturday. So I got a weekend pass.
Yes.
To give away.
You do. So since we're kind of at a lull for a second, let's go ahead and see if there's anybody.
Well, I need to know if there's anybody that if I gave them the tickets, they would be able to make it.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. Or has somebody that maybe, they want to take with them, but they have their tickets, but they know somebody who they'd love to take with them but doesn't have a ticket. Yes, no, nobody.
Doesn't look like anybody.
Okay, well, I think what we'll probably do is see if, I don't know.
The Homesteaders of America conference next weekend, Goober.
Who?
Palmetto. Does Windswept have their tickets?
I don't know. She had to leave, or I think it was she had to leave because she uses the Windswept, right? He uses Mister.
I think so.
So she said she had to go back to work. So
So desperately want to give away these tickets.
okay. So apparently that was, yeah. All right. So I'm gonna put this on here, and whoa, it didn't let me do it. What? All right. There is my code. We'll put that in the description on the video later, and then we'll put it on all of the different. No, I think she came in before you did. That she said that she's gonna be able to go. I don't know if they have their tickets yet. We'll touch base with them and see if they've got them. If not, then we'll just end up handing them to them. But so the thing is that with that link right there, if you go onto their website, right now their 4th edition book, which is really good. It's got Copaiba and all of that stuff in it. It has the sandalwood and all of that. It is on sale for like $13. So it's less than half, because the new books are like 28 or 29, something like that. So, and that's the best place, in my opinion. That's been the best place to get the book, is straight from them. If you get it from Amazon or whatever, you may or may not save based on shipping. But that works out really well. It's a good website. There are so many things on that website that I could spend hundreds of dollars on that website. There's a lot of really cool stuff, a lot of good resources and things.
Now, with the oils class that Robyn's going to be doing, would you guys find it helpful if, when she's explaining about how to use the oil a certain way, if we had some B-roll footage showing what she's talking about? Give us a Y for yes and an N for no. Would you rather just see our pretty faces, or do you guys want to see some B-roll of some different stuff in action in the class?
Heck yeah. That means no, that's not a good joke.
Yes.
Both? Okay. Alright, anything. Alright, cool. That works. Yeah, we thought about doing that.
Okay.
About kind of showing you mixing some stuff up. Yeah, just feed my brain. Niana loves to just soak it all up.
Okay.
So yeah, so that's definitely on the agenda. Did Mama T, did they say they're coming to the conference?
I didn't think I seen her answer.
Oh. Because I would love, they live close, so I was just wondering if she's bringing her lovely children again this year. It would be interesting. Because I know, my daughters were not there last year. Yes, they're coming, yes! So my daughters weren't there last year, and I think she has a couple that are close to our girls' ages, so that will be exciting. There's so many that's the part I'm really excited about, is meeting all the new faces that we've met since the conference last year, and then also all of the children. Like, that's, yeah. Josh is like, my kids can't wait to hang with yours. Yeah, Carol's like totally stoked. Both of them are like super excited. They can't wait to meet all of these kids. Like, there's so many that we know are going to be there that
I'm sorry, I was
they're
conversating with Zach from
from
American Homestead.
Yeah,
Yeah.
rude.
No, I mean, I sent him that message like 3 or 4 days ago, and because the only way to contact him now, because they kind of left YouTube, is via their Facebook page, and sometimes it takes them a little while to get back
To it.
So
Yeah. So
he's good people.
while we're there at the conference, we will have, now we're not going to be doing like, this is, oils class or anything there, but we will both be there. I'll be asking or answering questions if there's any. We will have a few bottles of oil to sell, not a whole lot of anything crazy.
And we do want to take pictures with everybody. All we ask you to do is come up, introduce yourself, tell us your channel names, because that's how we're going to know you. And then we want to get a second, go off to the side, just snap a real quick picture.
Yeah.
Because one of my goals is here in this studio,
Let's have a whole bunch of pictures.
is have the walls covered with everybody's pictures that we met.
Right.
Like, I'm going to print out the one of Salatin and I, and then with Stacy Lynn and Eustace, and with Amy and Josh and everybody. And I'm going to put them around our studio.
Well, we have a couple from last year.
Yeah.
But we, again, and I wish I could take it back, but we were so engrossed in what was going on that, like, we just did not have a chance to really visit with anybody.
Yeah.
And part of that was because with Jason demonstrating all the time and us having a booth where we were selling stuff, it was just, I couldn't just leave everything we were selling while he was doing a demonstration.
I got a special filter for ugly Josh. Don't worry about it.
Anyway. Darn, you haven't met me, but would like one with that mug of yours, Jason and Robyn.
Yep. See, with Tanya, I'm going to get one, and it's going to be about this big. I'm going to blow it up at this big. And then Kitty, because she's, according to the internet, she's my lover, I'm going to get it wall-sized.
Is that still going on? It's a pretty long-distance relationship.
Yeah, I'm still dodging traffic.
Oh, okay. Oh, bite me. There it is. I figured since you video yours, bro. So we're gonna start back as soon as the conference is over. So it won't be next Wednesday, but the Wednesday following, we're gonna start up with Hawaiian sandalwood. Talk about the differences between that one and another one. A lot of really cool information, and I've been asking, and I know we get caught up in the chat and talking about different things, but is there anything that I've done? Because here's typically how my class goes. I typically tell you where it comes from, how it's processed, whether it's steam distilled or cold pressed. We talk about if there's any precautions or interactions, contraindications, anything like that. Talk about how it can be used aromatically, topically, or ingestible. And then we go on and start talking about the history of it, what it was used for in the past. If there's any quirky little, side note things, I'll add those in, because I think that kind of stuff is interesting. Hey, Suburban! And so...
Suburban Hillbilly is in that
The
house.
party has arrived. So
She is going to be the whole reason why I am going to be broke.
why?
Because she encouraged us to go to that
Oh,
farmer's
yes.
market,
Yes,
and she
yes.
kept. I don't
No,
want to say
she
nag.
did not nag.
No, she
That's
kept.
one thing
I
can
stopped at
honestly
nag because
say.
you nag.
Yes, I nag.
She continued to encourage and
Or she would,
sweet
she
baby
would
Korean
guilt,
Jesus.
She would guilt me. She'd be like, "So, kind of went by there today." I'm like, crap! I can't
That-
come to see you. I want to be.
That
meet you so
farmer's
bad.
market.
It is.
I wish we could film in there. They don't let you film.
They
in
don't let
there.
you film it. They don't let you take pictures. Nothing.
Nothing. But wow.
Anything you can think of. There's a whole aisle. There's nothing but
Mhm.
different types of crafted beers and
Yep.
ales
I
and
told
wines.
my
and-
son. I said, when you get out on your own,
Yeah.
when you're bringing a girl, you're dating a female,
You want to
and
cook her dinner?
you want to cook her dinner, you go there, and I'll be a granddad.
Yeah, yeah, because Blaze can cook like crazy. So
Mhm.
I mean, and one of the things when he was younger, he used to cook. He would talk about being able to paint with flavor, and like that place is nothing but
Well,
paint jars.
I'm not. They got fresh Brussels sprouts.
Mhm.
They got but the thing that I was really, 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 really enjoyed
Yes, we saw
was
that.
was the live fish, the live seafood
Mhm.
that was there, and I was kind of the trout. I was kind of like,
Yeah.
ooh, I want that one. And
Yeah,
that
and
one,
you
that
can.
one.
And the other thing that was
Just
really
put the
neat.
tank in the car.
The other thing I really liked is there was a level of transparency.
Mm-hmm.
If the grapes came from Mexico, you knew they came from Mexico.
Yep.
If they came from wherever, it tells you, like, there's a sign that says where they come from.
Yeah.
So that was also
Yeah.
really cool.
I was like, I'm so upset that we're poor because the snow
Yeah.
crab legs for a
Oh.
box was like $220.
Yeah.
I'd be
It's
like,
crazy.
I
Like
need a
$20
box.
a pound or something. It was
Dessa
nuts.
would need a box.
Yeah, it was expensive.
I mean, that's
but-
$1,000 meal
like,
for our
they-
family.
But they had like fresh lobster in a tank.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and they had all kinds of sashimi grade fish for sushi.
And see, and I want to see if I want to compare that company in Maine that mails us our lobster for Valentine's Day.
Mm-hmm.
If it's cheaper to go to that farmer's market and get it.
Well, the difference, in my opinion, the difference is that when we were buying from that guy, there was also chowder and all that stuff that
Mhm.
came with it. So we would have to price everything to make sure that the package was,
Yeah.
the same.
Because it's not like those lobsters with this. They were still doing
No,
it.
now, Suburban, we're not saying that the crab was not reasonable. It's still a reasonable price. It's just expensive for us.
Yeah.
But yes, all the prices for what you were getting was reasonable. It was not, if it was over a grocery store price, it wasn't by much. And you were definitely
a
getting
lot of
good
their
quality
grass-fed
stuff.
beef was right in line with what we sell
Yeah,
ours
what we
for.
sell ours for.
So
yeah.
one, it made me feel good that I was selling mine at a fair market price.
Right. And they're getting it all day long.
Yeah.
You could see them just having to restock. And, and then other things. Like, and this is the one, Suburban will back me up on this. They have loose spices.
Yes.
And they sell them in the little plastic containers that you used to get, like, takeout food in, like the little sauces
Yeah,
for
the little
Chinese
Chinese
sauces or whatever. And they'll have, ground peppers, or ground pepper. They'll have, like, turmeric. And turmeric, if I remember correctly, it was in like a bag. Like it
was huge.
They had lavender flowers.
Mm-hmm.
They had anise. Like the star flowers, like the actual stars. They had sage.
They had pink sea salt, regular sea salt.
All kinds of Himalayan sea salts. I mean, it was, and it.
When you come down, Josh, we'll go.
And it sucks because, like, I kept wanting to grab my phone and be like, oh my god, this is so cool, oh my god, this is so cool. And just like, stop, put your phone away, you can't take any pictures. Yeah, so turmeric in a big container is $1.81.
Yeah.
Like, and it's like...
And see, those box of crab legs, I wasn't fussing that they were.
No, I know.
Because believe it or not, if you go out to a restaurant, you're paying double that for snow crab legs.
Yeah,
Alaskan snow crab legs. So, it's just... That's maybe we'll save up for a year or two, and then do it one time.
Tax money.
And I don't know that it's necessarily as what we were thinking. I don't remember how many pounds or what all it was, so we would have to look at it and really figure it out. But yeah, it's pretty. It's seafood is expensive anyway, but like they had the big, huge bay scallops, like big monster scallops. They're phenomenal. Like I was just like, and the bad part is that it was the day that we went to the VA. We hadn't eaten lunch, and we thought we could grab some food on the inside in there, which we probably could have because they have like a little buffet there. But we were just like, we just were so interested in looking at everything they had, which just made it look that much better. So I was like, we need to go. We need to get out of here.
I mean, we need to get back on track.
Okay. So back
all
to
I'm doing is getting hungry for some of that salmon and stuff.
So back to the class. So the way the format goes is we go from the what it is, where it comes from, the contraindications and precautions, things like that. And then we go into the history, and we go into the properties, and then we go into uses. And so I was kind of wondering if everybody likes that format, if there's anything there that you don't like, that I could leave out, or you want more of. Maybe I don't touch on it as much as you'd like.
Well, let me address something. Hey, pickers, they may already be gone, but I will let you know. And if not, so you can guarantee, because he's in California, right?
Yeah.
You can guarantee me that you can get from California to Virginia
next
weekend.
Yeah.
If you can guarantee me that, and this other family doesn't want them, I'll give them to you.
Right.
But you gotta be able to guarantee me that.
Yeah, because we can't give them away to somebody who's not able to do that. So okay, so anyway, that's kind of what I'm looking for, is to make sure that everybody likes that format. If there's anything that's missing, is there something that you want me to touch on that maybe I don't touch on?
Yeah. Is there anything about the oils that you want to know more about? Mm-hmm. Versus, Robyn goes very in depth about the history and how it goes from being the plant life to the oil, and then the uses. But is there anything that you want to know other than health issues? Do you want to know if it can be used as a cleaner? Do you want to know if it can be made into a furniture wax, or if it can be used for predator control or to catch wild honeybee swarms? Because there's going to be a video on that one in the spring. I'm tired of people saying lemongrass oil works, lemongrass oil works, lemongrass. So I'm going to be building some bee swarm traps after the conference.
And we're going to put them in different
and
areas.
I'm going to be putting the video out. I'm going to be building about 15 of them.
Is furniture wax a euphemism? No, for real. Like, you can use it to wax your furniture. Or to oil your furniture, not wax it.
And I am going to spread them out over my county. I'm going to probably have 4 or 5 on my property. Mm-hmm. And then way on the other side of town at Mr. Lott's place, I'm going to put a couple more. And then over here at Mr. Adams' place, I'm going to put some more. And then at his uncle's place, I'm going to put some more. And I'm just going to spread them out as far as I can. And we're going to see what we catch.
This is correct.
And so I'm super excited about that plan. It's going to be cool if we catch them. What about taking which oil could help with different problems like arthritis? So you guys want us to talk about like maybe a certain symptom like arthritis?
I mean, we did do a couple of those classes. We talked about like...
You have to throw my pen down like that.
We talked about a couple of different issues, but we could definitely go more like, what things would be good to try for certain issues. We could do that. But that would be a different class, in my opinion. That would be Because I do, like in, people always ask me what to use for this situation. Yeah.
Okay. So arthritis is one. Give me some other topics. Like the flu. Sorry, Josh. The oils can't fix ugly. Cicadia.
Sciatica. Oh, you didn't say that's what I said.
That's what I said.
Oh, okay. What not to
use oils for?
the oil.
Okay. Right off the bat, I can tell you cannot use essential oils like motor oil for your small engines or your vehicles.
Ginger saved me last week. I love ginger. Ginger helped me with some indigestion issues last week. Love the ginger. I love the smell of ginger. How long you been? Obviously, how long you been doing them?
He's kind of quick for a blacksmith. His wife's probably sitting right next to him. Pains in general. Athlete's feet. Seasonal bugs. Dandruff. That's another good one. Bug bites.
Lavender or Melaleuca. Just saying. Because I know how miserable it is to have bug bites, and I'm not going to make you wait for a class on that one. Melaleuca actually is surprising because it kind of burns a little bit. It's not like a burn. It's hard a word to say. It stings, maybe. I don't know. But it works out.
What is it? What is that?
Ceres? I don't know.
Poison ivy. If it has 3, leave it be, Josh.
Grapefruit works for mosquito bites too, yeah. The only problem with grapefruit, though, is that grapefruit is...
it's the one with the sun. It'll cook you.
Photosensitivity.
There you see. I remember.
Photosensitive. So if you use that, if you're getting ready to go to bed, is that supposed to be cirrhosis? Maybe.
I think so. Cirrhosis.
No.
Psoriasis.
Psoriasis? Like skin issue?
Yes.
Yeah, psoriasis. Psoriasis. Okay. Fibro.
Weed killer.
Believe it or not, there is one for
I know.
that.
High blood pressure.
Okay.
The sugar. The diabetes. Okay, I'm gonna say one for all the married guys out there, the ones that's been married for a while. You got one that's like a woman's Viagra?
Gout.
I was serious. You better write that down.
What do you want me to write? What do you want me to call that?
Bill Cosby. Too soon?
Demonetized. Just saying. There it is. Have you been talking to Floyd? 7 kids don't have that problem. Okay, so libido.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
I'll give her another Quaalude. She'll love me in the morning.
All right. Anything else? Looks like we're all oils that are safe replacement for non-usable. So. Tooth and
Some
mouth.
people grow up, and then some people don't.
Farts! Farts!
What does that say? Mouth? Month?
Mouth health. Farts. I like farts. Farts.
Cleaning supplies. Do you have that one down? And I guess that also includes laundry detergent. Not the pots.
No, not the pots. Okay. Anything else?
So we can rotate. We can do a class 1 week on an oil and then one on a symptom. One on an oil, one on a symptom.
It's 19.
Headache. It goes with that whole libido thing.
Yeah.
What about overall health? Maybe a regiment of oils to use to stay in good health.
Sinus and ear infections.
How about mental health?
Hold on.
Depression.
I've done
Do it again.
seasonal allergies. Emotional health, menopause. Menopause. Couple for menopause. Emotional health. We'll cover oils for children. I think that'll be a great time to because I think one of the very first things that I'm going to get with my points is going to be that kids set. Because I would really like to be able, because they come with carabiners, so they can like clip them onto their backpack or clip them onto their belt loop or whatever.
Speaking of carabiners, I need to get a bunch for trapping season this year.
Is there an oil for wealth? Man, do I wish there was.
Amen.
I wish.
Weight loss.
Weight loss and control.
Did you put down mental health?
Yes. Well, isn't that emotional health?
Mm-mm. If the nephrons aren't firing, then you got really nothing to do with emotions.
I really hate when you say that. You know that, right?
I know. I do it on purpose. Lone Star in the house. My
We
man.
love Claricom here. Why did Jason think about weight loss when I came into the room? I am not that fat man.
That was a coincidence, man.
ADHD. Okay.
I mean, you have been doing well with your weight loss. You can always look at it that way.
Maybe that's what.
That's what it was. Oh, Lone Star over there being super successful with his weight loss made me think of weight loss.
There you go. Lone Star, yes, there is, but it is slippery for me to hold on to. That's funny.
What? I don't get it.
The oil for wealth.
Ah.
That's funny. Ha ha ha. Alright. So now we have a lot. Excuse me. We have a lot to cover.
I have a question. How many of you guys in this chat box with the just type in Y or N have children? I should say children still at home. And grandchildren.
No. teenagers. Yeah. Those count.
Mm-hmm. As much as you want to kill them.
Because my teenager's about to drive me crazy.
Okay. My next question, would it help you and your children if we had a segment with Carol and Ladessa and have them talk about that oil that week for a few minutes about how they use it, how it makes them feel, and how they feel it either benefits them or it doesn't? If you feel that that would help you and yours, give us a Y or an N.
I mean, from another perspective of not it just being about kids, but I can imagine that a lot of these adults wouldn't mind hearing what, if a child is confident in using something for something, then maybe it might give them the little extra boost that they need to say, well, maybe I should try that.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So that'll probably be in there. Yes.
Hard-headed teen. Got it. Female or male? I love her.
I know.
I would trust them over a doctor any day. So that's the thing, is like, we live this. This is not something like, and I know you guys know this, but we don't just like come on here and be like, oh, we use doTERRA oils and you need to buy them from us and blah, blah, blah. Like, we're not those people. We actually use this stuff. I mean, if you could look at our desk right here, you'll see there's there's lemon bottles, and he's got his copaiba over here. There's peppermint here. We've actually, right behind us, behind the screen, there's a bunch of oils because there's a diffuser right there. We used to have one right here, but they've moved it. So we definitely...
Yeah, we took that diffuser in the house.
Yeah, I'm putting it in the
since
house.
we found my incense lady.
Yeah, so...
Which I have to go to the small ones of hers because her big ones, boy. Whew.
Got a college student with major anxiety and a tween with ADHD.
Got it. We're going to cover it.
Yeah.
Cover it. If Blaze wasn't so daggone camera shy.
Yeah, he doesn't like being in front of the camera.
We'd make him come get on it too. I'm just going to turn this off. I don't think it's really doing anything for us. But yeah. All right. So we've been on we've been over a lot over an hour. All right. Put on PTSD is underneath your mental health, right? And then night tremors, nightmares.
Night terrors.
Night terrors. Now, give me a Y or an N. Do you guys...
Oh, look who it is. Good evening, Amy. Hello.
Hello.
It's so funny because I see her name, but then she's got the Fuel Homestead next to it, and so it always throws me off. Like, I have to read the whole line there, and I'm like, oh, it's Amy. Hi. It's weird. I'm sorry. Anyway, go ahead. Why are you looking at me funny? I blame it on the stevia. No, you're not typical. It's just because I see fuel and then the Fuel Homestead.
Sorry has two R's. Sorry has two R's. Representing. Mm-hmm.
You know what? I can't find my shirt. I think one of the kids stole it.
Yeah, Blaze did.
Are you serious?
You haven't seen him running around with it?
I don't have a shirt.
I'm sorry.
Oh, that stinks. I know I was going to correct myself. Anyway, so yeah.
Okay, back to my question. Y or an N? Would you guys like videos to go along with the stuff that we're going to be talking about, or do you guys just want to have the classes? Josh, that's because me and you are Hebrews to Amy, and we...
Whatever.
Nunda got me this one, and I had to...
That is so not true.
Shush.
That is so not true. We were one of the first groups of people that got a free shirt.
Shh.
No, I'm
Doesn't
not.
work
No,
with my
I'm
story.
going to represent. I'm
Doesn't work with my story.
chicks before. Yeah. So. Just saying. I got your back.
It doesn't work with my illusion.
Shut your mouth. Exactly.
I am so excited.
Yeah.
Amy better give me a hug this year.
So videos.
I'll even squat down so she can give me a hug.
So I do want to do my videos. I kind of have this idea that I'm gonna do like a 5-minute thing on each one. So we'll probably follow up with a video as well.
Awesome sauce.
Well,
Okay.
Mama's getting tired.
Yep.
Mama had a really bad headache today.
All right, pickers.
Watch yourself.
I will let you know if the other family doesn't want the ticket, and then I will need your email address, full name, so that way Tangi can email you the tickets. And we'll go from there.
All right. Well, it's been real.
It's been fun.
It's been real fun. Just give him a set.
Okay. Bam.
There it is.
That's from the boss lady. Pickers, give me your email. Send me your email address, full name and stuff, and I will send it to.
Send him your email.
Josh, she's not going to invite us back next year. We already have to be behaved because we asked to be next to each other. And so we're super excited. This conference is going to be off
Oh, you boys
the
wait.
chain. No food for you. Oh, there's a surprise. Josh is doing demos all day long. I'll be doing demos all day long. Amy hooked me up. I have, in my opinion, I probably got the best slot to speak. Because it's perfect for
No
me.
hunting for you either.
It's perfect for me. Because every husband and wife, the husbands will come to my lecture and all the wives will go to Amy's lecture. It's perfect. Perfect. I love where she's got me speaking at. Perfect. Love it.
And it'll be a perfect well, you go do your thing.
It's first thing in the morning.
See, I know what I'm doing. Yeah.
It was first thing in the morning, and I am all my energy. I'll have like 6 cups of coffee before we get there.
I'm not gonna let that happen.
And so we will be
I'm just gonna let
the
you.
chain.
I'm just gonna let you bathe in my soap that I made. That's all you need.
That
You're
coffee,
not,
yeah.
You're not gonna need any.
Yep.
You're not gonna need to drink any.
I'm super excited about meeting Stacy Lynn. I can't wait to get a picture with her. I would say get her to sign my book.
Yeah, I'd rather get it over with early.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's true too.
You know, because I mean, there's a potential to be talking in front of 2,000 plus people.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
You know, even if they,
Well, and even if it's not during your class, even if it's during your
I mean, last
your
year,
demos and everything.
last
How
year
many
I
people?
did not stop, and it was awesome.
6 cups of coffee. Remember how far it is to go pee.
Pee is not what I'm worried about.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I think if you just use my soap.
I need that coffee cup that says 1 cup, 2 cup, 3 cup poop. I'm super excited about my class.
Yeah.
We're putting the final touches on the handbook, and it is looking
Sharp. Really sharp.
It's. I'm not trying to brag, but
We're having the toilets pumped Friday night. Have at it.
Yeah. Except for everybody's going to go to Amy. You know, that Traven guy, you know, he was great in the afternoon, but in the morning, every 5 minutes, he had to excuse himself during his lecture. But yeah, super pumped. I got some new demos for this year that I didn't have last year because I learned a few tricks. Even though I took the trapping season off, the bad thing is I'm not going to have any fur. Because we boycotted last year's trapping season. And by the way, you guys, it worked. It worked.
Yeah, it did.
Jay Knoll called me yesterday, and he said that his fur buyer said, look, man, you guys did it. The price for coon hides is going to go up this year. He said, you might want to get a little, don't go all kinds of crazy, but you may want to toss a little bit out there, but still hold back. And then maybe the next year, the prices will be where Jay Knoll and I will run that big long line that we've been setting up to do. And so, super excited. So, if I get invited back to the 2019 conference, I will have fur with me then.
Jesus, 200 pounds of wool? That's crazy.
Yes. Bring it to the conference. I'll take it. And so we're super excited. Can't wait.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm getting to the point where I'm starting to have a hard time go to sleep.
Yeah, because we're in the final
Well,
stretch.
it's like I keep doing my.
Oh, cool.
See, I got to learn how to change that to the dancing bear so I can be dancing with it. Thank you, sweet.
Temptress. 2019 is going to be awesome sauce too. Well, yeah, I don't doubt that for a second.
See, I was trying to pressure her there and get her to invite me back right here in front of everybody.
Stupid question. Would you pick up roadkill for hides if it's in good shape? Just
Yes.
one of my random thoughts.
Yes,
Yeah.
I have.
Yeah.
I have.
Look, when I lived in Grovetown, or when I worked in Grovetown and lived here, I drove one night. I hit 3 animals that night. And I put them in buckets and took them home.
Yep.
Like, I mean, now
Look,
that's a little bit different.
I have put skunk in the back of my truck
Yep.
that was roadkill that wasn't too bad.
Yep.
I have put raccoon.
Yep.
I have put a couple of coyotes.
Rabbit.
Anything.
Anything like that. I would love some info on oils for the kids to stay calm during homeschooling. Also, energy for me during the day. There's
Gotcha.
so many. Now, again, if you don't want to wait for us to do a class on it, if you have a personal, just a question, something you want some help with, you can email me at bigbearfarmsoils@hotmail.com, and I'll be more than happy to help you out with, anything that I can. If because I don't want anybody just sitting around waiting for me to do a class or a video on something. So, I can definitely help out with that. That's how I got my mink collar on my winter coat. Yeah, I mean, you're not doing anything with the meat.
Nope.
It's strictly the pelt. So, so that's that. So, and especially during the wintertime when it's really the time you want the pelts anyway. A lot of times it's still cold, so you're not worrying about it spoiling as much as it does like in the summer months and things like that.
Now, what does she mean by same venue?
Terry asked when the dates were, and
So is that-
she said same weekend next year, and it's the same venue as well.
Oh, so it's the same place?
Yeah, same place as last time. So, all right. Saving pennies for next year. Yeah, I mean, and I will definitely tell you, and as long as it goes as smoothly as it looks like it's going to go for us, we rented a house through Airbnb, and it's a perfect...
Hi, Robbie Moore from Canada. I want to come hang out with you during trapping
Prince
season.
Edward Island is where he's at. Yeah. So if it starts saving now, I might be able to go. Yeah. So and our lodging was very reasonable for the days that we're going to be there. I looked at the distance today. It's like 14 miles, which is nothing. So, and because one of the things that they ran into is the year before they were able to get a special rate at the hotels because of the conference, but where they're having it this year and next year is right in the height of the season where everybody goes to go see all of the leaves changing colors. So the hotels are not going to put.
I don't know if I'd want to get a hotel anyway.
Yeah, well, I'm pretty sure that this is the way for us to do it, especially as a family.
Yep.
But it's definitely, it was a cool idea, and that's what we're looking for. So, yeah, no discounts, but Airbnb, we're literally getting a house for less than what it would have cost us to do a hotel.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And we're gonna have a full service kitchen, washer and dryer if we need to clean something real quick.
Yeah, we got it.
Television, the whole 9 yards. So we're really looking forward to that. So, and we'll let y'all know. I think we actually.
Where's the house? What town?
Strasburg.
Strasburg.
Yep. It's like 14 miles from the venue. Because I did a Google Maps today, and darn it if it didn't do the same thing. And Amy will be, well, no, Amy might not be able to appreciate this because I don't think Amy was with us. Tangy will though. You remember last year I looked at the maps and I put the location in, and it was telling us it was going to take like 30 minutes or something. So we were going to leave.
By bike.
We had it on the bikes. We had it on the bike setting. And so today when I was looking at it, it was like an hour and a half, and I'm like, oh, I really screwed the pooch on this one. And then I looked up at it and it was like walking distance or something, and I was like, oh God, thank you so much. So I had to put it back on drive. For some reason it was set on something else. So it must be on strike whenever you put something in for Virginia. I don't know what it is. But so yeah, it's about 14 miles. I think it said 19 minutes driving time, like 14 miles. So I'm excited about that.
So if you are just making the decision to come to the conference, go to the Homesteaders of America website. You can see the schedule of when the speakers are speaking, whether it's Joel Salatin, Stacy Lynn, M.I. Gardner, Amy, myself, Tommy, Eustace. There's a whole bunch of other speakers in there. The Pratt family. And you can see when they're doing. And then, from my understanding, correct me if I'm wrong, Amy, but all of us are going to be up on a Q&A panel on Saturday afternoon.
Saturday, I think.
Yeah.
Do you know how tempting that is to make it up there? You may just have to I don't even know where Prince Edward Island is. I have to look and see.
Yeah, am I gonna go there? I might not come back.
Yeah.
And and then like I said, Josh is doing demos all day long. I'm doing demos all day long.
I think Daryl Patton's doing walking, foraging.
The foraging guy's doing foraging hikes every hour. Let's see what else is there. There's going to be food there. It's just going to be...
Amy's done a really good job of putting together a team that's planned out a really good conference.
Yeah.
So we're excited to be a part of it. Can't wait. I'm so excited. So, all right. Any quilting or sewing?
I know there's going to be a wool spinning class,
spinning
and I think there's going to be an individual there. She's going to be talking. Amy, help me out.
I don't think there's any quilting or sewing. I think that's one that we may. I don't think so.
I think there's a vendor.
Well, there may be a vendor
that's going to be doing stuff at their thing.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
No quilting or sewing.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
No.
And was I right about the Q&A panel too? Just wool.
No.
I know. See, to a guy, that's the same thing.
No, that is not.
I know. Yarn is yarn. I'm just kidding.
Said no.
Just kidding.
Hooker ever.
Just kidding.
But
That everybody, that's basically all the speakers are going to be on a Q&A panel. That if they wanted to ask questions, what? On Saturday. That if they wanted to ask specific questions, whether it's to Salatin, you, me.
Yeah, it's our most popular time. Yeah, that's what I.
Yeah.
Yeah, I figured as much, but I'll be back at the booth.
And let's see. I think that's about it.
I think that's it.
That's it.
We've been on for an hour and a half.
Yeah. Oh well. Life goes on. All right, guys. Well, Saturday is our last live stream until.
And the stage is an old hay wagon, just an FYI.
That is going to be
phenomenal.
So cool.
Yeah, Carol's gonna bring. I told Jason Carol needs to bring her camera, because she's gonna get some phenomenal pictures. I'm pretty sure. Mm-hmm. Some pretty really neat pictures. I'm excited. So, all right. Yeah. Well, everybody have a good evening. Hump day is finally over. Let's get through the rest of the week.
Yeah, we're losing light.
Yeah. So y'all have a good.
Our batteries are dying.
They're dead.
Remember, be kind to one another. You don't know what that person could be going through. They may have lost a loved one. They may have lost a job. You can just be stressed out. Mm-hmm. Amy could be coming around with a whip and not letting them eat and making them work all day.
That was for you, Amy.
And so you don't know what's going on in that person. Just be kind to one another. Remember, repurpose, reuse, recycle. Keep stuff out of the landfill. And give our wildlife a chance. All right. Well, we love you guys.
You know it's a good thing I love Jesus.
And you love me too. Go ahead, say you love me too. Just saying.
Uh-huh. All right, good night, y'all.
Good night, everybody.
Y'all have a good evening.
She better say it.
I love you too. There it is.